Hey everybody, how's it going? I've got a new game for you here called Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney Spirit of Justice, or just Ace Attorney 6. And as you can see, this is a 3DS game. Oh, what? That's right. I got that 3DS capture card, which you may or may not have heard me talk about. Well, it doesn't really matter if you did or not, because I have it and I can play 3DS games, and this is going to be the first one that I play. You know what that means? It's probably going to have a lot of problems, and but it's a good thing because I'll learn from them hopefully, and I'll be able to do better 3DS recordings in the future, or maybe everything will go perfectly. You know, the first time. Who knows? But anyway, let's just get started. So hopefully this will all look good. Again, this is the first time I've done 3DS thing. I've just kind of mirrored my setup after things that I've seen on YouTube. I'm also streaming this right now. If you want to catch these streams, you can follow me on Twitter, because I'll make a little announcement on Twitter about when I'm going to stream, about like 30 minutes to an hour before I stream. Or you can follow me on Twitch itself, and turn notifications on if you want to watch the streams. Which, you know, if you don't, that's fine, because I'll upload everything to YouTube. But if you want to see it live and you want to point out how much of a dumbass I am live, because I'm not gonna, because I didn't get something right away, then I would recommend doing one of those two things. So, all right. Hopefully the music is good. Music volume is good. If not, I guess I could change things here. Let's see. Text. I don't think we need to do cutscene subtitles. We want those on. Yes. That's all good. Changes have been applied. Well, I didn't do anything, but that's okay. New game.
On the western edge of the Far East, lies a peaceful country of spirit mediums and mystery, the kingdom of Khurain. But now, the flames of revolution are threatening to consume it whole. But things like revolt and revolution were the furthest things from my mind when I first arrived in this land.
Episode 1, The Foreign Turnabout. Here in Khurain, death is not the end. Even after death, the soul lives on in the Twilight Realm, and priestesses can commune with the spirits of the dead. Fear not death. In the name of the Holy Mother. Fear only the impurities of your soul. Okay. That didn't take long. Is that Jesus? Okay, I'll have the child take the blame. He's such a dick. I don't know this. I only know one thing about this guy, and he's a huge dick. He's like, yeah, that kid. I'll just pin this murder on him. Amazing. Okay, April 23rd, 4:26 p.m., Kingdom of Khurain. Phew, I'm finally here. So this is the Kingdom of Khurain, huh? What a long trip. I wonder how many hours I was in the air. Just look at this place. Get a load of this street. It really feels like I'm in another world here. That probably has no significance. And that gorgeous temple, I read that's the center of town. Okay, maybe a little bit of significance. Wow, an ox right in the middle of the street. I have to get a picture of that. Oh my gosh, tourist phoenix. Excuse me, sir. I wonder what kind of bird that is. I've never seen anything like it. That's quite a crest it has on its head. Excuse me, sir. What? Oh, yes? Pardon me, but are you Mr. Wright? Yes, that's right. Oops. Hope he hasn't been trying to get my attention all this time. Wait a minute. Are you? That's right. I'll be your guide, at your service. I'm a monk in training at Temple. I played this in the demo, a very condensed version, so I know that he's a tour guide, and his name is Albie. I'll be your guide. And he works at Temple. I'll be your guide around town. And by the way, I don't think I'm going to be doing stupid voices this time. Not because I don't really want to, but because I just want to save time. It's nice to meet you. Hapiraki. Hapiraki. I don't know if that's... Happy. What now? Hapiraki. That's how we greet people here in Kurain. It's like hello, or how do you do? It's a pretty handy expression to know. Okay, let me give it a try. Hello, I'm Phoenix Wright. Hapiraki. I don't know if that's how you say it, but I don't know. Doesn't matter. My name is Phoenix Wright. And I run a small law office. Well, that's what I do back at home anyway. Right now, I'm just a traveler. A stranger in a strange land. Welcome to our country. Welcome to the kingdom of Kurain, land of spirit mediums and mystery. This is for you. Was that a cookie? To celebrate your arrival. Or is that just a... Speaking of mystery, what is this mysterious green lump exactly? I know it's a Magatama, that's the shape, but allow me to explain. This is a famous Kurain sweet bun. Okay, sweet bun. So it was a treat, a food thing. It's called a Magatama, or soul Magataman, or soul bun. It's shaped like a Magatama. See, I told you I know what I'm talking about. It's so yummy. It'll send your soul right to the Twilight Realm. That's not a good thing. That doesn't exactly make me eager to try it. Does it also allow me to see when people are lying? Thanks. I think I'll indulge later. That will be 20 damas. Okay, damas. That'll be 20 dumbass. Thank you for your patronage. I have to pay? I always have plenty of those on hand. So just let me know if you ever want any more. Not if I have to pay though, brother. I'm not gonna do that. No wonder his bag looks so heavy. It's stuffed with all the tools of his trade. Oops, I almost forgot to tell you something really important. It's about Miss Maya. She can't come see you for a few days yet. What, did she get... has she been suspected of murder again? Yeah, when I called her from the airport, she said she was still training up in the mountains. I told her I'd wait for her here. Either way, I was glad to hear she's in good spirits. That wasn't what the trailer said. Maya Fey. She's a spirit medium who used to work as my assistant. I came all the way out here to celebrate the end of her aesthetic training with her. Albie, this is my first time in this country, so I'll be counting on you, okay? You got it, sir. Please don't hesitate if you need anything at all. Maya was right when she told me I could leave everything in your capable hands. Ah, shucks, she said that? That sure was nice of her. I had a chance to show Miss Maya around a little bit, too. If there's one person Maya was worried about, it's me. Because we both know trouble likes to follow you wherever you go, she said. That girl worries too much. But you sure came early to the party, Mr. Wright, sir. I mean, Miss Maya won't be done with her training for another 2 weeks. I hate to admit it, but I came early because I was worried about her too. Oh, never mind. Oh well, you know, haha. I had thought I'd get a little sightseeing first. Get in. Oh, sightseeing. Well, I'm your man for that. Show you all the best sights this country has to offer. Thanks. That would be great. Guess Albie takes his job very seriously. Well, what are we waiting for? Those sights aren't gonna see themselves. Yikes, you don't have to shove. First stop, Temple, right there in the center of town. There's something there I really want to show you. Alright. Alright. What is this thing you want to show me, Albie? That was my back, by the way. That just sounded like it just broke. I'm gonna do it again. Listen carefully. Maybe not. Okay. Okay. That was less loud. Anyway, wow, it's even more impressive up close. Allow me to explain. This is the heart of our town, Temple. It was created by the founder of Christianity, the Holy Mother herself. Kurainism. That's difficult to say. Kurainism. Okay. I'm training right here at this temple to be a monk someday. I heard that people of this country are all adherents of Kurainism. This is not Kurain like it was in the past, it's Kurain. Or maybe it's 2 different places. Yeah, so Kurainism. According to my guidebook, it's a religion in which ancestral spirits are venerated. Alright. The Holy Mother was a great spirit medium who could commune with our ancestors' souls. And spirit mediums became queen to this day. Direct descendants of the Holy Mother. A spirit medium rules the entire country, huh? Talk about power and influence. The main thing you'll want to see when you come to the temple is the Dance of Devotion Rite. The Dance of Devotion takes place twice in the morning and once in the afternoon. Takes place twice. Once in the morning and once in the afternoon. This dance, along with the Song of Ceremony, is performed in offering to the Holy Mother. The Dance of Devotion has the power to summon forth souls from the Twilight Realm, and Kurainism we believe the soul in the wings of the loop that wrap around. Hold it! Slow down! I can't remember all of that at once. Oh, I'm sorry. I guess I got a little overexcited. Anyway, the main thing I got from all that is that you really, really love your country. Heh. Well, that's sure true. I like this kid. He pours his heart into everything he does. Let's see. I guess I just explained about half what I usually explain. So I'll give you a special discount and only charge you 10 dumbass for the tour fee. Thank you for your patronage. Pours his heart into aggressive salesmanship too. Come to think of it, Miss Maya told me she could tell I loved the country too. We stood here for about an hour while I told her all about the Holy Mother. Really? An hour? Hope that counted as patience training. And she seemed really interested too. She listened to my whole speech. Huh? That doesn't sound like the Maya I know. Miss Maya is so kind and nice. She treats me really well, like a little brother. She's kind of like a big sister to me. This is Maya Fey you're talking about, right? Maybe she's grown up since I last saw her. Oh no, what's the matter? Is it really that time already? We have to hurry into the temple right away. But first, let me give you this lyrics card for the Song of Ceremony I told you about. There's an English translation of the lyrics there too, so give it a read. Okay, let's go. But why the big rush? Okay, if we don't hurry, we'll miss the beginning of her benevolence's dance of devotion. Okay, hopefully I won't have to say benevolence's her benevolence's. Okay. When do I shout objection? I'm ready to do that.
I'll be your guy. You're under arrest for treason.
Okay. April 24th, 10:10 a.m. High Court of Kurai-in. Accused lobby. Let me in. Why won't you let me in? Because you're a foreigner. What business could you have at this court? I told you, my friend is on trial in there. The police raided the temple in the middle of the dance performance yesterday, and arrested Albie on suspicion of treason. I was worried about Albie, so I just had to come see this trial. The trial isn't a tourist attraction, so clear off. This guy's got a gun. None of the other bailiffs had one of those. At least not any that we could see. If you want a picture for your scrapbook, take one of me and get out of here. Look, you've got it all wrong. Just great. Well, I guess there's only one thing to do. Obviously tell him I'm Kurai-inese. Actually, I used to be Kurai-inese. What? I lived here when I was little. Oh, really? What town are you from? Oh, well, oh. It was a tiny village called Phoenixia. There's no such place. Did you really expect to get away with such a bare-faced lie like that? Busted. What if he just shot me and it's like game over? Well, I guess that means there's only one thing left to say. Yes, I'm a foreigner, but I'm not your average foreigner. What? I'm a super foreigner. I mean a lawyer. Back at home, anyway. What? A lawyer? I can't. That's not possible. What's he so shocked about? Well, whatever. Now's my chance. Nothing wrong with a lawyer entering the courtroom, right? Wait! Get back here, you! Do we get to see some awesomely shitty-looking 3D animation? Yep, we do. So this is a Kurai-inese court. Wait, is that her benevolence? What's she doing here in court? The divination seance has been performed. I will now hand down my verdict against the accused. I'll do a little bit of a deeper voice of the judge. Uh-oh, I ain't good. Phoenix, you might want to throw a fat objection their way. What? A verdict already? But the trial only just started. Guilty? There's gotta be some kind of mistake. Please take another look. Seance performed by a priest are infallible. They show only the truth. Okay, what right do you have to question her abilities? But I didn't... Oh boy. Isn't it ironic that you, a devout adherent of Kuraianism, would dare doubt her insight? Heh. Non-believers will only be met with suffering in the Twilight Realm, you know. But I didn't do it. Your benevolence, allow me to explain, I beg of you. Be silent, impudent whelp. Uh-oh. There's no merit to be had in indulging the ramblings born of a criminal's unclean soul. But what in the world is going on here? The judge made his ruling based on something called a divination seance? What is Alby's attorney doing? Wait a minute. Where is Alby's attorney? Why is this happening? I didn't do anything wrong. Foolish child. Doubting the divination seance is tantamount to doubting the Holy Mother herself. Your Majesty, as Royal Priestess and in the name of the Holy Mother, I command you. Impose the highest penalty against this unclean soul. As you command, so it shall be done, your benevolence. May her holiness grant us her divine favor. Urdihara Kurai. That's how you say it. Urdihara. Urdihara Kurai.
Objection!
There we go. What? Oh yeah. Wait, just one moment. You're... me and my big mouth. Now what? Mr. Wright, what are you doing here, sir? Well, I'm in it now, so I have to do this right. Your Honor, it's too soon to give your verdict. The trial's only been underway for a few minutes.
Excuse me? Who on earth are you?
I'm, well... the Holy Mother, an ordinary tourist, Your Honor, just passing through.
A tourist, are you?
Happy Rocky. But more importantly, where is this boy's defense attorney?
Defense? Attorney? Ha 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 ha. Whatever are you talking about? He doesn't need a defense attorney.
Wait, what?
Of course you wouldn't be aware, being a foreigner and all. But we have no need for defense attorneys here in the kingdom of Kurai. We leave it all up to her benevolence's sacred powers of spirit communion. Her divination seances determine all.
What? But surely you see how unfair that is. What kind of insane court system are they running here? You would dare mock me, you barbed-headed buffoon? If you value your life, you will leave post-haste. Or shall I summon the bailiff? The bailiff is that big scary dude with the big scary gun, isn't he? I'm sure he would be happy to oblige you with a bullet or two as a souvenir of your travels. At the cost of an arm and a leg, no doubt. Now hold on, Mr. Wright has nothing to do with any of this. Has nothing to do with any of the actor. Albie! I appreciate what you're trying to do, Mr. Wright, but never mind about me. You just go ahead and go see Miss Maya. But... forget about me, you have to go now. I'm sure you can find another guide. There were lots more places I wanted to show you, but it looks like I won't get a chance now. I'm sorry. Poor kid. He's trying to put on a brave face, but look how terrified he is. What can I do? What should I do? Yeah, let's go find Maya. The whole reason I came to this country was to see Maya. And I'm just an outsider here with no knowledge of the way that they do things. But I'm still a defense attorney first and foremost. Can't just let a verdict be handed down with nobody standing in Albie's corner. If Albie doesn't have a defense attorney, then I'll do it. I'll defend him.
Defend him? You can't be serious.
Did you hear that? Is he out of his mind? Did he forget to take his brain medicine? Defend me, Mr. Wright? What are you saying? You can't do that. Oh, yeah. I most certainly can. Don't worry, I'm quite used to tackling all sorts of trials. Besides, can you imagine how furious Maya would be if I let anything happen to you? Mr. Wright.
You are but a naive tourist, ignorant of our ways. But if you are smart, you will heed my advice. Do not pursue this matter any further.
Looks like defending somebody is easier said than done in this country.
Bailiff, throw this man out.
Hold it. Let me guess. Oh, it's Pain. Okay, your Majesty, if you please.
You have something to say, Mr. Payne?
Why not allow it, your Majesty? Why not have him defend the accused? It can prove very interesting, right, Mr. Phoenix Wright? Right. Mr. whoever you are.
Prosecutor, are you acquainted with this traveler?
That's Chief Prosecutor, your Majesty, and yes, I am acquainted with him. He's the defense attorney from my native land. I've had dealings with him in the courtroom before. Heavens to Betsy, what? What? Mr. Wright? You're a defense attorney? Oh no.
A defense attorney? Well, this is a shock.
You may be surprised to hear that I have more than 10 years' experience. Guess there aren't all that many lawyers around here. Your Majesty, would you kindly allow us to proceed in the manner of my old country?
But, Mr. Payne, I've already made a ruling in this case.
Call it nostalgia if you will, but I'm most eager to give it a try.
But I have a previous engagement, you see, a class together with the missus.
Your Majesty, I agree we should have a whack at it. It sounds amusing. A score of years have passed since we last saw a defense attorney in this courtroom. Wonder why that was so slow. Okay, a score? As in 20 years? What's the deal with this country? Mr. Payne, I want that barbed head brought to me on a stick. As you wish, your benevolence. I, Chief Prosecutor Payne, will see to it myself. Why do they even need a prosecutor?
Very well, Mr. Payne. If that's what you and her benevolence want, I will acquiesce. As for the defense, I hope you are prepared for every eventuality.
Every eventuality? What is he talking about? There. Are you satisfied now, Mr. Wright? Yeah. Yes. Thank you, Mr. Payne. I'm sorry for not remembering you earlier. That's Chief Prosecutor, or the Incredible Payne, as I am known in this country. The Incredible Payne. Oh my god. And you'll see soon enough that's just why that is. When you're forced to capitulate to me before this very court of law. Why is he so strangely confident? And not only that, but what's with the gallery? Just you watch. That defense attorney will try and twist the truth. You can bet on it. Get him, Chief Prosecutor. Crush that defense devil. This is way more lawyer hate than even back home. Hashtag lawyer shaming. If you would please give your opening argument once again, Mr. Payne. I guess that's all he does, really. Certainly, Your Majesty. The accused is charged with 2 crimes, larceny and murder. Didn't know about that last one, except for the fact that I kind of did. But anyway, yesterday the Founder's Orb was stolen from the treasure room of Temple. In addition to the theft, the 2 other things were discovered in the treasure room. The dead body of Mr. Patrol, Temple security guard, get it? Patrol? And the empty treasure box that housed the orb, which Mr. Roll was in charge of guarding. We believe that Mr. Roll was murdered by the thief who stole the treasure.
To kill a guard armed with a gun. What a terrifyingly bold act.
I couldn't agree more, Your Majesty. Please allow me to submit as evidence the victim's autopsy report and crime photo. Okay. And there we go. Okay. Temple's treasure room. Body was discovered at the base of the stairs to the altar and on his back. Probably going to be important, maybe.
It's been a long time since we have evidence presented in court as well. It's kind of refreshing, actually.
We may rely on the power of the seances, but our police still carry out investigations. But why, though? Thus, any proof I provide is indisputable. Oh, really? Well, forgive me if I don't just take your word for it. You do that all the time, Phoenix, though. Take my word for it. I was there. You can check the court record. Yeah, let's do that. Okay. So this is just the lyrics. When dragon and tiger battle, the founder offers divine protection. When the butterfly embraces the matama, the favor of the orb is bestowed. Okay, time of death, April 23rd from 12 p.m., somewhere between 12 p.m. and 1 p.m. Cause of death, cerebral contusion from a head injury. Hopefully you can read that. Alright, and the crime photo. Pretty simple stuff. See, what appears to be like blood maybe on his hands, and there's definitely some on the box, and there's a scroll, he's got a gun. He's got some blood on his head as well. And we cannot see his face. Just things I'm noticing. And there's also some kind of wheelie cart. Alright. Okay. We'll see just how thorough you and your police were, Mr. Payne.
Such a deplorable crime. The audacity of stealing the sacred treasure of Her Holiness, our founding mother. It's a crime that strikes at the very heart of our nation.
Exactly, Your Majesty. We mustn't let the culprit get away with these heinous deeds. Indeed, such deeds are best described as treason against the crown. Is this treasure really such a valuable object?
How could you even ask such a thing? Of course it is. Why, sealed within this treasure is the very soul, the matama of the Holy Mother.
Her soul is sealed within the treasure? I think I'll take that with a grain of salt.
You don't believe it, do you?
Of course I believe it. Something tells me I'd better play along.
This kind of irreverence is exactly why I dislike defense attorneys so much.
Your Honor, Your Majesty.
What is it now?
This treasure. Oh, no, this treasure. I've never seen it, so it's a little hard for me to imagine. Could I see a photo of it or something?
All of the outlandish requests, you defense attorneys are truly beyond the pale.
He's been getting awfully angry with me, and those veins are popping out of his forehead. It's forbidden for anyone outside the royal family to view the treasure itself, so how do we know it really exists? They say that anyone without the proper spiritual power will be blinded instantly. That's why the average person has never seen the treasure, Mr. Wright. It's just a really, really, really powerful flashlight. I guess there are national treasures that are off limits to the public back home, too. For the benefit of the shamelessly uninformed defense, let me share this newspaper article. Okay, it includes photos taken about 8 years ago when the treasure was unearthed. These are the only public photos of the outer box in existence. So not even of the thing, it's just the outer box. What's more, the treasure box only leaves the temple's treasure room but once a year, for a special New Year's rite that takes place at the palace. Therefore, this treasure box has only ever been seen by a handful of people. Okay, forced open and its contents stolen. The average person can only see it in this newspaper. Okay, so this treasure box has been forced open and its contents stolen. Okay, and the average person could only ever know about it in this newspaper. Got it. So there might be a thing that comes about saying like, oh, well, obviously since he works here, he would have a key. Well, I was like, oh, if he had a key, why was it forced open? Okay, here
There's been a string of thefts lately of historic artifacts from the temple.
Right, Your Majesty. Inexcusable thievery of precious national treasures for personal gain. And the culprit is the accused. Ah, shit.
So he used his position as a monk in training to get his hands on the treasure, is that it?
The accused family is by no means wealthy. To help with family finances, he works as a tour guide in addition to his training.
Thank you for giving us an exhaustive outline of the case, Mr. Payne. Now, no more questions from the defense, I presume?
What? No, I do have questions.
Even more? But you just asked a bunch. Well, make it snappy. My class starts in just a few short minutes.
What? He's still planning on going to that thing? There's still a lot I don't know about the case. I should ask now while I have the chance. Let's see. What else do I need to know more about? Okay. Well, let's just go in order. The crime scene. Mr. Payne, where did the crime take place? What? As I already stated, it was in the treasure room of the temple. Oops, that's right. Well, I mean, like, where is the treasure room? Can I have a map of the temple? And they lack morals, but memory too. He apparently has all the brain power of a barnyard chicken, Your Majesty.
Ho ho ho, that explains why he has a crest like a rooster.
No matter where I go in the world, the insults are always the same. Your Majesty, please let me try again. Let's see, what else do I need to know more about? The motive. What do you claim was the defendant's motive?
Mr. Payne has already explained that.
I'm trying to get the wrong answers now.
He wanted to sell the treasure in order to help his family with living expenses.
Oh yeah, guess it was slipped my mind.
So it's true what they say about lawyers, never listening to anyone but themselves.
My apologies, Your Majesty. Please let me try one more try.
Very well, if you must.
Okay, alright, the weapon. Mr. Payne, what was the murder weapon? The murder weapon was the treasure box itself. Okay, the empty treasure box left at the scene had a large blood stain on it.
How utterly reprehensible, using the sacred treasure box for murder.
See, this would have been a nice thing to get by asking where it took place. A map. The accused came to the treasure room with the express purpose of stealing the treasure. He climbed the altar stairs and snatched the box, ready to abscond with the treasure. But he was discovered by Mr. Roll, who had come to the room in the course of his rounds. After walloping Mr. Roll on the head with the treasure box, the accused forced the bloodied housing open and made off with the treasure inside. There we go. Okay, the murder weapon, off limits to the public. Okay. The photo in the paper is only existing. Okay. The photo in the paper is the only one of its existence. Its contents were stolen. Okay. Hang on. Let me just take a look at it, just in case. We gotta look at everything. So it's just a little newspaper thing. You can see some things. Okay. But the defendant is just a little boy. I hardly think he'd be able to hit the victim, a grown man, on his head. Was he on like a lower part of the stairs? Very good point, Mr. Wright. But I'm afraid that won't help you. At the time of the crime, the accused was on the stairs leading up the altar. The accused's elevated position would more than make up for the difference in stature. Yep. Yeah, I guess that makes sense.
Ha ha ha.
Mr. Payne, your reasoning is flawless.
What an elegant argument. Hats off to you, Chief Prosecutor. Your title is obviously well earned.
Well, the accused's guilt is certainly conclusive.
Unless there is anything else, I am ready to announce my verdict. Very well. In that case, I find the accused...
Just one moment, Your Majesty. Don't you think you're rushing the verdict just a little bit?
No.
I told you, I have...
plans to attend and... Ah! I'm late. It's already started. How did the time fly by so fast?
He's still stuck on that? We haven't even heard the defendant's side of the story yet. Your Majesty, the defense asserts its right to cross-examine the defendant. Huh? Did I say something funny?
Cross-examine the... What do you mean by that?
What? What do you mean, what do I mean?
I seem to have some dim recollection of the process, but I can't quite recall. It's just totally not a shameless way of explaining to the player how to do a cross-examination for the 6th time.
And little wonder, a so-called defendant hasn't been questioned in over 20 years. Should I even be surprised anymore? Anyway, I demand we let the defendant, or the accused, tell his side of the story.
Is that really necessary?
Of course it's necessary, Your Majesty. Hey. What harm could it do? I say we allow the boy to speak, your majesty. Though I doubt he'll have anything of relevance to say. Heh, 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 heh. Oh, how kind of you, your royal painness.
Very well. As long as it's okay with you, Mr. Payne. I'm already hopelessly late for my class anyway.
In that case, the prosecution calls the accused back to the witness stand.
Oh, but before we do, I'd better call my wife and apologize for missing that class. Any objections?
Go for it, your majesty. Real quick, hang on, guys. I just gotta take a look at something here. Oh, well. An error occurred while starting streaming. I wonder why that is. It's still recording though, so... Well, I'll just push the button again then. And we'll get back to streaming. Alrighty then. Okay, that should be... Eventually it should be going. I'll just take a look, make sure it's on air. Yeah, okay, we're good. Alright. Okay, sorry. Okay, accused, state your name and occupation again if you would. I'll be your guide. I'm in training to be a monk, and I'm a tour guide too.
Why me? Now, where were we?
Cross-examining the defendant, your majesty.
Right. Let's do that then. At the defense attorney's insistence, I might add.
He sounds a little dispirited. His wife must have given him a piece of her mind.
Well, the defense had better get to it, and make it quick, if you would, please.
The defense? Mr. Wright, I didn't know you were a lawyer. Well, I am, and I'm here to defend you, Albie. Don't worry. All you have to do is tell the truth, and you'll be all right. You tricked me. Okay, what? If I knew you were a lawyer, I wouldn't have given you that tour. Give back that Magataman I gave you yesterday. Albie, what's gotten into you? Don't talk to me. You disgust me. Now even Albie's against me. But why? Hehehe, this must be a new experience for you, Mr. Wright, being loathed by a client. Hang on just another second. Actually, no, I think we're good. We're good to go. Okay. Now then, accused, please give the court your testimony. The incident occurred around noon, during the break between the morning and afternoon dances of devotion. I want you to tell the court what you were doing around that time. All right. The accused account. I didn't kill Mr. Roll, and I didn't steal the treasure. I'm not allowed to go anywhere near the treasure room. I'd never even seen that treasure box with the green Kurainese butterfly on it. When the incident happened, I was in the hallway planning out my tour route.
Okay, were you well acquainted with the victim?
Yes, he used to chat with me whenever we ran into each other in the temple. Mr. Roll was a monk in training when he was a kid too, you know. I bet Albie looked up to him. But he had to give that up and go work when his family needed money. That's why he became a guard, but at least that way he could still stay at the temple. He was so proud when he when he was put in charge of the guarding the treasure box. He even got to carry the box to the palace for the New Year's rite. The victim's parents apparently both died relatively young, so Mr. Roll had to support his younger brothers and sisters as well. But even with his job as a security guard, I'm sure things couldn't have been easy for him. Sounds like the circumstances in Albi's were very similar. Mr. Roll encouraged me to never give up. Albie, you train hard and make sure you become a monk one day. Don't end up like me, he'd say. He was always cheering me on in my training, and in my tour guide business too. Why in the world would I kill a nice man like that?
Yes, I see. You express yourself well. Defense, now that you've heard the accused's account, are you finally satisfied? If so, let's draw this expeditious conclusion.
But, Your Majesty, I haven't cross-examined the defendant yet.
That wasn't the end of it? It's been so long I don't rightly recall what this cross-examining thing is all about.
A judge who doesn't know what a cross-examination is. What fresh hell is this? I don't know why that was funny.
Okay, I really do wish I could remember how it works.
Should I give the judge a refresher on cross-examination? Might as well. Guess I'd better, or we'll never get anywhere. Your Majesty, please allow me to explain the procedure. First, we lawyers listen carefully to a witness's testimony. Then we touch present to open the court record and examine the evidence.
And why would you do that?
To find and present any evidence that's inconsistent with the statements given.
Present? I certainly don't need any gifts from you.
Clearly, something is getting lost in that translation with His Majesty. The point is, it's possible that a statement could contain a lie or a mistake.
But what do you do if you can't find any inconsistencies in a witness's testimony?
In that case, we may press the witness for more information. Pressing a statement might reveal new information or even entirely new statements.
Presenting evidence is one thing, but pressing witnesses? I'll have you know, defense, that I do not allow violence in my courtroom.
Rest assured, only gentle verbal pressure is used, no physical force involved.
Well, I'm not convinced. After all, who knows what sort of tactics an attorney will resort to. One false move and I'll cowl the bailiff.
Yeah, something's definitely getting lost in there. For now, I should focus all of my energy on questioning Albie and comparing his statements with the information in the court record. Alright, the accused's account. I didn't kill Mr. Roll, and I didn't steal the treasure. Now, of course, we have to press every statement. I believe you didn't do either of those things, Albie. You do? But you're a lawyer. Of course you'd say that. Now. There's no need for that. But he's right. Lawyers always claim their client is innocent, even if they have to lie. Just like you're doing right now, accused. Don't lump me in with that lawyer. I'm not lying. I didn't steal anything, and I didn't kill anybody. I'm not allowed to go anywhere near the treasure room. You're not allowed to go near the treasure room? Why is that? It's a rule of the temple. They keep a lot of important things in that room.
Yes, like the Founder's Orb in particular. Only the royal family may lay eyes on it.
Didn't Mr. Payne say anyone without spiritual power would go blind? I heard you wouldn't be blinded if you just looked at the outer treasure box. But I've never been anywhere near the treasure room. I'm too scared. You've got to believe me. I've never even seen that treasure box with the green Kuraini's butterfly on it. A box with a butterfly on it? Yeah, you can see it in the newspaper article. Look. See? There's a relief on the Kuraini's butterfly of the Kuraini's butterfly on the treasure box. Oh, this design here carved in the back of the box. I see it now. It's a sacred butterfly said to carry the soul, or mitama, of the departed. Its wings form a loop that cradles the Mitama and carries it to the Twilight Realm.
As you can see, there's even one depicted here behind me at the judge's bench.
Well, what do you know? There it is. Though it kinda looks like he's about to be carried off to the Twilight Realm himself. Anyway, I've never even seen the treasure box. Besides, when the incident happened, I was in the hallway planning out my tour route.
Hold it!
Planning out your tour route? Yes, I was planning out a tour for you. For me? Well, thank you, Albie. I wouldn't have done it if I knew you were a lawyer. I wasted all that time on you. Give it back. Sadly, I'm a lawyer, not a Time Lord. Actually, as soon as he heard that's what I am, he's been like a totally different person. I certainly don't think Albie committed murder. However, okay, don't talk to me. You disgust me. No. Okay. That outburst earlier makes me wonder if he'd willingly let me tell me the truth. I better compare his statements to the court record carefully. If I find any inconsistency, I can present some evidence and maybe get him to open up. Alright, I played this in the demo, so I already know this, and it's not too difficult to figure out. Never even seen the treasure box with the green Kurainis butterfly on it, oh. But, tell me, Albie, if this newspaper article is the only thing that normal people can see, like you, then why? How do you know it's green?
Objection!
Oh, Albie, why would you lie to me? So you say you've never laid eyes on the treasure box, is that right? That's right. It's forbidden, so I'd never do that. In that case, how did you know there was a green butterfly on it? Huh? Because I saw the picture of it in that newspaper article. Nope. Take another look. These photos are in black and white. You couldn't possibly tell what color the butterfly is from these pictures. Hold on. His back. Did it just move? Polkunka. I beg your pardon? Polkunka. It's a Kuraini. It's a word in Kurainis that people say when they're surprised.
You just exposed the lies. This is the power of cross-examination, is it?
I should be the one shocked here by your shocking lack of understanding.
But just a moment. If the accused was lying, then that just makes him more suspicious than ever.
Ugh, and this just makes things worse for me than ever. Albie, are you hiding something? Please give only true statements. I can't help you if you don't tell the truth. Darn, I just can't seem to get him to open up to me. Heh. So, accused, you have seen the treasure box with your own eyes after all, haven't you? Well, maybe I did take a peek one time a long time ago when I was cleaning the treasure room. But you weren't in the treasure room at the time of the incident, right? Of course I wasn't. Objection! That is a lie. You were most definitely inside the treasure room on the day of the incident. And I have proof. Ah, shit. He's got proof, boys. He does? This was found on the floor of the treasure room. It's a scroll entitled Notice, and contains a list of temple monk duties. These instructions pertain to the day of the incident. And what exactly is that supposed to prove? The accused's fingerprints were found on the scroll. Shit. What? Oh no. Where is it? It's not here. I must have dropped it somewhere. Indeed. You must have dropped it when you were busy murdering the victim. Okay, and notice from the day of the incident, the defendant's fingerprints were found on it. Let me take a look at that. No, 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 no. That means... Find out in a bit. A notice... Okay. April 23rd. Due to the growing number of thefts around the temple, we'll be tightening security throughout. Therefore, all of the hallway shutters will remain shut for today's dance of devotion. Okay. Halby was there on the day of the incident?
Ha ha ha. So this is the power of cross-examination. The more the accused talks, the guiltier he paints himself.
Yes, it would seem so, Your Majesty. Heh, 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 heh. He predicted my argument and had evidence ready to refute it. How is anyone supposed to help the accused? See? Told you can't trust lawyers and their lies. The benevolence already said their kid's guilty. Phoenix. Just declare him guilty and get on with it, or something. No, everything's going all wrong. Hang on another second. Real quick. Ooh. Just gonna put this right here, and I'm back. Shadow, what do I do? Huh?
As I suspected, this cross-examination session has served no purpose whatsoever.
No, you're wrong.
But armed as we are with her benevolence's insight, there's no reason to doubt his guilt.
Then I guess I'll just have to poke holes in this insight of hers.
By the way, this didn't prove to be very interesting at all, Mr. Payne. Nevertheless, I will now finally announce my verdict.
Wait just a moment, Your Majesty. I haven't seen this divination seance for myself yet. As the defense, I have the right to check it.
Is that really necessary? I have to get home and apologize to my wife.
I guess she really did give him the business. Your Majesty, I enthusiastically support having Mr. Wright see the seance. Okay,
You do? And why is that, Mr. Payne?
don't you want to see it? See the lawyer being utterly crushed by the power of the seance? And then watch him tearfully beg for mercy?
Well, now.
I'm sure it'll make up for not getting to go to that class with your wife.
It certainly does sound worth seeing, and it gives me a juicy tidbit to tell the missus.
I've been reduced to a juicy tidbit.
Well, for an interloper, I imagine you do have to see it for yourself to be convinced. It's certainly unprecedented, but let's have the divination seance performed again. But then, right after the tearful begging, I really do have to be going.
The only tearful begging is going to come from the prosecutor when we're through. Heh, heh, heh. How pitiful the defense looks, still scrambling desperately for a foothold. Blissfully unaware that defeat and despair are all that await him. Yeah, go fuck yourself, huh? Yeah. Hey there, Raphael. How's it going? There she is, her benevolence.
Your benevolence. Rafa Padma Kurain. Thank you for coming all this way once again.
Your gratitude is unnecessary. This is simply my duty. I said duty. Bob-headed attorney. Yeah? I am told you question the veracity of the sacred divination seance. It would seem the depths of your irreverence and blasphemy are lost on you. I'm just a foreigner, ignorant of the ways and customs of this country. I apologize in advance for anything rude I might say or do, your benevolence. All I want is a fair trial for Albie. You would imply that the trials of this country are unfair? Do explain, outsider. How verdicts founded on the truths imparted by the very souls of the dead lack impartiality. What's fair about trials with no defense and no chance for the accused to tell their story?
How dare you speak to her benevolence in that manner?
Did you hear that? Did you hear how he talked to her benevolence? What does he know about anything? Ignorant outsider. Won't stand for it. He must be punished. Yeah, fucking... Fuck that guy. Yikes, looks like I really stuck my foot in this time.
Punish him.
Punish him. Punish him. Punish him. Punish him. Punish him. Silence. One and all. Is she standing up for me? Be not disquieted, my people. He merely expresses his opinion. Well, looks like her benevolence is going to be more reasonable than I thought. Attorneys are ghastly creatures, with souls stained black by brazen untruths. The words of a lowly worm such as that are not worth troubling yourselves over. Oh, alright, I take that back. None of his prattling can sway the truth of my insights. Rest assured, he will soon see the error of his foolish ways. And he will be exposed for the foolishly foolish fool. No, that's the wrong. That's the wrong bitch. Oh, I'm the seance person. Okay, got it.
Now then, your benevolence, the divination seance, if you would.
Certainly. My robe. I waxed those floors really well.